Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I'm flat. Haven't seen really anything to trade yet. Good morning, Applejacks. I can't either. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting here when I first opened up the charts like, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? Man, I just know it would be perfect if I reduce my wrinkle size. And I might heavily consider doing so next week. We'll see. We will see. I gotta say sleep, I swear to God. I swear. This is so ugly. First of all, the wiki nature on the 1 minute chart is just insane. Like the top and bottom wicks are these. What is this? What am I supposed to do with this exactly? But like I said, if I was on a smaller wrinkles chart, I would probably have setup galore, but we'll see. Like I said, I really kind of want to stay around the 20 mark. Like hopefully if I do reduce the wrinkle size, I can go to a 20 and not have to go all the way down to the 16. Because if I do a 20, if I ever want to trade with my funded futures, I should be able to because I'll be at least 4 points. I think they required, no, I'll be at least 5 points. I know how to do math. I'm just sleepy. And I think they require 5 points or 10 seconds or 5. I don't remember. I think it's 10. But yeah, if I could stay at 20, then I'll be good for that. So we'll see. I don't know. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? So, Applejacks, I did used to have it extremely, like, first of all, I have seborrheic dermatitis, but it's even worse when my scalp is extremely dry. And recently, actually, I had to switch from products that I've been using for a long time that my friend creates. They work really well if I'm like wearing my hair more straight, but I think it dries me out way too bad. It dries me out way too bad if I'm not going to straighten my hair. So I recently had to switch, and I'll show you what products I switched to. Just give me a second. 46. $66. I don't like that. And but yeah, I had to switch about probably like 6 weeks ago, and I haven't had any issues with dry scalp. Like I could literally go 2 weeks without washing my hair now, and that is great for me. Like at one point my scalp was so bad, I used to, and this I'm talking like for years. My scalp was bad even before using her products. Because like I said, I have seborrheic dermatitis. And I also have something where basically the way it was explained to me by different stylists, like my hair grows so fast that it like basically causes something with the sebum and irritation or whatever. I learned that a long, long time ago. But the what I use is the As I Am Tea Tree brand. This one, it's the blue. And I've been using that now for, like I said, about a month and a half. I don't think it's been 2 months yet. And my scalp is perfect, as you can see. And I haven't even been using the oil. Most of the time I use the oil like right after I blow dry my hair. But the last 2 wash days, I didn't even use the oil at all. And I washed my hair Monday, I believe, and still no flakes at all. Like my scalp was so bad, like I can lift huge, like big chunks off of my scalp. And it would be really bad though, because in the process of doing that, um, I would be pulling my hair out of the follicle too. Not good. 26. Huh, I didn't expect us to push up that far. I was actually hoping that we would drop around here. But yeah, I use the shampoo. I don't like that trait. I use the shampoo. I use the leave-in. I don't use rinse-out conditioners. I think it's so stupid. I just shampoo my hair, put the deep conditioner on, put a bag on, shower, rinse it out. So yeah, the shampoo, the leave-in, and the oil. And when I do use the oil, I only have to use it on wash day. I never have to oil it again. I also use I use 2 leave-in conditioners. The other one I use is from the original As I Am brand, the So Much Moisture. So I put the So Much Moisture on first, then I use the tea tree leave-in, and then I use like a serum, and that's that. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, Diego. How are you guys? Good morning, good morning. Hi, Diego. I see you in Nutty's channel all the time. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, Applejacks, I'm telling you. Um, if you have like an old bottle that has a nozzle on it, use that. So I just put like, I don't know, maybe a half an ounce to an ounce of shampoo in there, usually about a half an ounce. And then I fill it up like 4 ounces of water, and I make sure that it gets straight to my scalp. And I also use the shampoo on the length of my hair as well. Um, but yeah, so I shampoo twice. Then I put the deep conditioner in my hair and rinse it out, and put the So Much Moisture leave-in, then the tea tree leave-in. Then I put a little bit of sweet almond oil and a serum. And that's that. Blow dry my hair. I do that every week. I blow dry with the Rev Air so I don't have heat damage or anything. And that's my routine every week. That's it. Oh, thank you, Diego. Yeah, I don't really, promote it anywhere. I have it in like my Discord description on my profile or whatever, but that's really it. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, everything is very choppy. I only trade Nasdaq, but even Nasdaq is super choppy. Um, I trade on, I always forget I have a time-based chart over here now. But all the wicks on the tops and the bottoms, I usually won't find entries there, but I really only use the Renko chart to trade. I just have the time-based chart over there just so people can see. I still trade with structure and things like that. Um, One thing that I have found a little frustrating recently is I've noticed that well, this is a little bit different now. But before this bar here took over this one, I would have had to compare my entry bar to this outside bar right here. This outside bar has negative 75 delta in it, right? And I'm going for a sell. The problem is the sellers were already starting to take control of the trend. I don't really like that. I like for when I'm comparing my entry bar to the bar with the highest volume, I need it to actually be buyers in control there. I just noticed that recently. Like even right now, this bar right here with the highest volume has like negative 47 delta in it. I don't like that because I'm already trying to go for a sale. And I think that can mess up the results of what I'm doing. So if I see that happening today but everything follows my rules for my setup, I'm not going to take the trade because I've just recently realized that it might be screwing up my results. What serum do I use? It's the Sally brand of Paul Mitchell. Hold on, I'll tell you the exact one. But that routine right there keeps my hair moisturized the entire week. Really, it keeps my hair moisturized for 2 weeks, especially if I'm not, wearing my hair out every day of those 2 weeks. It is. It's not that one. Oh, it's this one. It's the one that compares to Paul Mitchell's Super Skinny Serum. That one right there. And it lasts a very long time. Good morning, San. How are you this morning? Good morning. I just saw you wrote in the Discord that you were done for the day. Lucky you. I haven't even found an entry. Oh yeah, you guys, just a reminder, I repeat, I will not be here Monday unless my plans change. I will not be here Monday. One of my friends is supposed to be coming in town today and they're not leaving until Monday night, so I won't be here. Okay. Apple Jacks, it lasts a long time. You only need a little bit. You don't need a lot, I promise. My bottle lasts me like, with washing every week, at least 6 to 8 months, probably longer than that. Cause you only need like a dime size amount. I usually do my hair in 5 sections and you only need like a dime size amount on each section. It's not much, I promise. Thank you, Apple Jacks. Appreciate ya. All right, let me see. 27. We're gonna try it. It's probably gonna lose though. It's a trap. I don't know. Trap. But let's go for it. Nope. Yes. Nope. Y'all know the longer I'm in trades, the longer I'm like, nope, I really actually don't like this. Actually. Why are we having so much trouble? There's a trap here. The sellers were in control in the wick of the entry bar. And I noticed that the trap trades take so much longer. Yeah, we're cool with that. Good morning, True. How are you this morning? You're up 200 for the day on NQ, calling it a day. I approve. It went smoothly at the open. Next time, please give at least 6 months notice. How I'm going to give you 6 months notice when I just got a notice on like Tuesday? I can't help it. I can't. Yeah, I can't really be upset about this trade. The only thing I could say is maybe where's my black pen? This kind of follows what I was talking about yesterday though. Where like 1.7 is less than 2.4, but it's more than 1.4. And I kind of like for if when I'm looking at the swing up because I'm looking for the pullback, I much prefer for it to match. So if it's going to be less than 2.4, I like for it to be less than 1.4 as well. And also, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be trading when like volume is drying up here, right? Because the push up had less volume than the previous push, but I still trade it for now. So loss is a loss. I don't really care. But that is something that's been going through my mind though. So we'll see. Damn, I actually was supposed to be in that one though. I was about to sell click in and then it just took off. I couldn't do anything. I looked down for a half a second to make sure it was right, and that half a second it just took off. Oh, that was a perfect. Like those are the trades where I know like when it happens quick like that, I know I'm in the right trade. I mean, literally just hit the entry and boom, took off from there. When I'm in those trades for so long, I know it's not right. Because if I'm trading with momentum, it shouldn't take that long. 56. Oh, okay. Well, that works too, I guess. The hell? All right, I need to make a note on my chart. Trade took too long. But yeah, I won't be able to have time this weekend, but there's little nuances in the volume of the swings that I need to go over probably Monday night after my friend leaves. Because yeah, there's just little things that I'm like, I think when volume looks like this, it's just indecision. So what's the point? And that trade was a perfect example. This is indecision to me because there's less buyers than this swing up, but there's more buyers than the sellers that push down. When everything matches, it's like seamless. It seems like. Where's your sugar mama? I'm not where your sugar mama. Girl, you don't need no sugar mama for $20. All right. Let's see what happens after we pull back here. The goal is to just not have a super duper negative day today. $69. Wow. Okay. That was a neutral bar. How did the point of control? Very interesting. The point of control was in this entry bar was in the wick. It was neutral, but there's like a price like at the top in the body that actually equal the volume equals or the delta equals the same as the point of control. But I guess because the point of control was there first, it didn't flip. It needed like one more delta there and it would have been fine. But if this bar closes down, I mean, it kept me out of a loss. You can't be mad at that. See? That's why I don't take neutral bar trades. Staying with micros has been a struggle. Why? You have the same goal? Yeah. I just I had a really bad day on Monday. Monday I was down what, like 420 or something like that. And coming into today, between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I had a $700 swing basically from being down the 420. So decent recovery. That's why I'm like, as long as I'm not super red, I just want to end the week green. I made a lot of progress this week. And I think the main thing was me switching back to how I analyze like who's in control of the market, but paying attention, having to separate like the levels, like volume and order flow needs to look completely different if I'm selling at resistance versus if I'm selling at support. Both of them work, but they work differently. But like I said, there's still like a couple of things I want to kind of figure out. But aside from that, I definitely made some decent progress. Now my goal is to eventually like over time kind of reduce everything that I'm looking for with different setups, like reduce it to the setups that work the best, that set up the most often, and then I'll be gold. I'll be good to go from there. It's 9:12 already. I'm trying to figure out what emergency my best friend had this morning. Cause this mofo texted me at 6:44 this morning. Called me first. This why he ain't on emergency bypass. Called me at 6:44 in the morning. I didn't answer and then text me, wake your ass up. So when I finally woke up around 8:30, I'm like, why? What was the emergency? I called him, he didn't answer. He's like, everyone called me at once. Again, what was the emergency? Because I'm ready to cuss your ass out. Why would you call me at 6:44? For what? And he knows I don't go to sleep till I didn't go to sleep until like freaking almost 4 o'clock this morning. If his call would have woke me up, oh, we probably wouldn't be best friends anymore. That's a no-no. In the week green will feel great. Absolutely. I don't remember if I was, oh, I think I was like slightly green to end last week because I feel like last week was my first week on this TPT eval. So depending on how I feel, knowing that I can't, study, analyze, go over data this weekend, I may or may not start trading my PAs again next week. I did have a goal of starting back with the 25K account on Monday, the one I've had since last March. I thought about, well, not Monday, Tuesday. But that was before I knew my friend was going to come in town and I wasn't going to have time to look over things. So I may or may not be starting to trade my PAs again, or PA, that one. I'm not going to trade the 50Ks yet. Although I do need to take a trade on one of the 50K accounts with the new inactivity rule of 6 months. I got that PA in January and I haven't taken a trade on it yet. So at some point, in the next 60 days, I need to take a trade on it. But hopefully by then I'll be ready to actually trade them. We'll see. You think those setups will work great in gold? Probably. It's either I'm going to have to switch to a different, more linear instrument, or I'm just going to have to reduce my Renko size. Especially because like anytime you see outside bars like this on a 16 tick chart, this would actually be, a reversal up and down and things like that. So I don't know. Good morning, Trenches. Good morning. Good morning. Taking TP of 540. I shouldn't be trading today. I'm out. Get out then. Getting out with 540 is nice. Congratulations. You see that fast cash? Yes, 20 tick 250. I feel that. That's the one good thing about ES, even though it's like watching paint dry. If you have a decent setup, man, you only need 1 or 2 trades and you're out. Because the, price per tick, you could be done. I used to do, on ES, I used to do a 10 and a 20 tick chart on Renkos. And, I used to have some pretty good trades on a 20 tick chart. And like you said, just one trade and I'm good. 6. It's not what I want. I wanted it to be a trap. The buyers were in control there. I don't like that. I'll tell you what, this market will force you to be patient. If you're not patient, you will get screwed. Can't you just flip it? Yeah, I could flip it. I'm just kind of like ready to start trading them. Like I got my first PA back in March of last year. It took me like 6 months to take my first trade on it, I think. And then I traded it for like a month and a half. I was like, yeah, my strategy is not ready yet. So then I stopped trading it for a while, started back trading it. I think I only have like $600 and maybe $90 of drawdown left. Let me see. 643 of drawdown left. Yeah, so it's not doing that great. But I'm not really bothered because I think that's my Rhythmic account. And did that change or no? No, it didn't. But yeah, I don't really want the 25K account, but obviously I would rather try to get, a payout from it first. So yeah, we'll see if I can revive it. If I don't, it's absolutely fine. That's my only Rhythmic account. I switched over to Tradeovate a while ago. And then I got my second PA in January and my third one, like maybe in March. I can't remember. But I just haven't been trading them because I know my strategy's not ready. And even though I passed them trading my strategy at the time, it still just wasn't ready. And I'm not going to be the PA cycler. I can't have 200 PAs in my lifetime. I just can't. I will feel like a failure no matter how much I get in payouts. So that's why I haven't traded it. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. 57. All right, we push through instead. State's attorney was lenient for me. Oh, nice. I'm happy to hear that, Trenches. See you, Janelle. Enjoy the rest of your day. Plus, it doesn't move wildly like NQ. NQ can be really crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but that's kind of why I like it. Because I feel like if I can develop a consistent mechanical strategy on NQ based on patterns that paint every day, like why wouldn't I want to trade NQ when like I would have to watch paint dry everywhere else? Like NQ, it moves wild, but if you can tame that beast, it's so worth it. So worth it. And that's why I bang my head up against the wall every day. Every freaking day. What's that? 14. That better not push from there. Come on, reverse up. I couldn't get in because it was a trap of the buyers. Buyers in control and a point of control, and I needed it to be sellers for that setup. Oh, you're going to push anyway. Okay. I don't feel bad. I would have lost. Put my thing. Girl. Oh, yeah, that was a great deal then. If I only have this one setup for today, I'm going to be so irritated. So why the hell? I knew he didn't want nothing. That would have pissed me off so bad if he fucking woke me up. All right. What's the time-based chart look like now? All right, so we're below VWAP. Exactly. That's my point to you. Don't call me at 6:44. Yes. Now he don't realize what time it was. Come on, market. Figure something out. Today has been ugh. Yeah. I think next week I'm gonna start Tuesday off on a 20 tick chart. I can't. We ain't got a name Discord for you. No, we don't. Poor guy. No, he needs to like listen, Applejax. If it's one thing anybody in my life knows is don't wake me up for no dumb shit. Literally before I take a nap, on the days I take a nap, I always go, "Hey granny, you need anything?" Because you guys know I told you guys my granny's going blind. So I have to make sure she doesn't need me to bring something up, find something for her, whatever. She'd be like, "No." And I always tell them, when I take a nap, if you need me, call 911 because they can help you better than I can. If it's not an emergency, if there's not an intruder, if the house ain't on fire, don't wake me up. It ain't important. It's just not. My insomnia is ridiculous. Even if it's not. If I'm sleeping, it is for a reason. Don't wake me up. If that man would have woken me up at 6:44, I'd have cussed him clean out. Clean. All right? And he would have deserved it. Apparently he don't even know what time it was. Because I asked him, I said, what was the emergency? I had to ask him twice. He said nothing. I said, so why the hell do I need to be up at 6:44 when I go to bed at 4 to wake up at 8:20? He was like, oh, it was 6:44? Yeah. You don't like your life. My record was clean as hell. I just didn't feel like staying on the court because I was playing Young Thug before court. Trenches, would you shut up? What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh. A mess. A mess. All right, I might get into a sell here. It depends on what the delta looks like. What is that? 41. Almost missed it. Maybe I should have missed it. Why don't you go all the way down there? Thank you. I almost missed it. Because you see these two volume bars are so close in volume. Like literally this one's 279, that's 276. So I had to like make sure it was what I was looking for. I had to make sure, and it was. Because if the volume of my entry bar was more than that previous bar, it would have needed a totally different order flow combination. So I had to make sure. Those are the trades I like. Get me in and out. I don't have to question anything. That's one thing I should do is I should pull the trade performance from Trade of 8 from, that's the only thing that sucks. No, I'm going to have to try to pull in the trade performance tab of NinjaTrader because I need to see like what trades were I in for way too long. And those are the trades where I need to go and look to see what the volume and order flow pattern is. And I need to avoid those. Like those cannot be setups. They can't. Don't like this trade right now because this bar right here has positive delta. And that's what I told you guys I'm trying to avoid right now. I'm going for a buy. I need the delta of the highest volume bar to be sellers in control. It needs to be negative delta, not positive. For now, at least, until I figure out if it changes anything. It's a thinly traded area. Move's gonna be big as hell. Good. That's what I want. Because everything else was ass. Like, well, wants to look at that shit. I don't. I don't know how that got messed up. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? Good Good morning, good morning. We got 15 minutes. If I end up break even, green, or just -1 trade, I'll take it. I will take it. All right, we got a 1 bar pullback here. All right, I'm actually just gonna see. All right, so we're probably just creating the pullback for the 1-minute chart to continue down. But I need to wait a couple of swings since we got a 1 bar pullback here. Such a great sell-off. One, two, three. I need one more swing and then I can start looking for entries. I'm exhausted. Oh. Dang, it's not in here. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ew, market. You did all of that and now you're just gonna stop? Oh my goodness. There's so much effort from the buyers right now. Oh my goodness. I did not expect that bar to close down like that. Very interesting. Okay. My neck hurts so bad. I needed to not give me a headache today. D8. Is that touching that? It is now. I was going to take that trade until it touched the VWAP. It wasn't touching the VWAP until the VWAP started curving down. And right now, I don't have any, I don't have the ability to, there was more volume in this swing up than the previous one, and we were at a lower deviation level on the VWAP, so that's an opposite level. I don't have any rules right now for that volume pattern. I haven't even looked into it. So I knew I wasn't going to trade it as soon as it touched it. Pink. Yesterday, Nike is fast. I'll be in Vegas in 3 weeks. Ooh, are they nice? I don't think I've seen them. I saw some video. I forgot who it was. Was it other NBA players? It might have been like a video where other NBA players had bought her shoes and like made a video about it or something. I don't remember. Don't remember. Oh, those are cute. A little too much pink for me, personally, but they're cute though. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that's what happened to her. Uh, how do I feel about trading at the new lows? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I well, I don't have to think about it. We just created a double top. Even like pink, prefer baby color. I feel it. I would just have nothing to wear it with because I don't have anything pink. Like I would have to wear like an all black outfit with like a few pink accessories or something, and then put the shoes on. I don't think I own anything pink actually, besides these little socks that I got for Christmas that I have on right now. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, I do have one pair of pajamas that has a pink top to it. That's it. When I tell you I hate pink, I hate pink. I hate it. I hate it. All right, market. I don't think I'm going to get anything in the next 5 minutes, but I am going to see because it would be nice to be green if I can be. I won't even be mad if I take the trade and it loses. As long as it follows my rules, you guys know I don't really care. I'm so tired. And my back is killing me. I had to do my nephew's hair yesterday. Took me forever. And my back is killing me from it. And then he didn't even want to leave my house. I didn't get done until like 10 o'clock last night. He was like, TZ, I'm sleepy. And went and jumped him. I said, as soon as he ran towards the back, I said, don't you go jump in my bed. Child, he had been in my bed, was laying down. I'm like, bro, you have to go home. He's like, no, I want to stay here with you. I'm like, no. So it took him forever to get in the car because he just didn't want to leave. And they live very close to me. So I get them home. And as soon as we pull up, he's like, how did we get here so fast? I'm like, you live very close. He's like, oh. So then my niece, because she wanted to be over here too, my other nephew, he was asleep. So she took him home with her when she dropped them off. And so my niece was like, yeah, we went straight, then we turned, and we turned, and we went straight, then we turned, and now we're here. So he walks up, he's like, how did I get here? I'm like, boy, get in the house. So he walks in, he tells his dad, he's like, oh, I'm so sleepy, daddy. But he's up running around. So I'm like, okay, it's time for you to go to sleep. He's like, no, I'm going back to your house. I sleep in your bed. I'm like, boy, go get in your bed and leave me alone. You're not coming back to my house. Leave me alone. But that's my baby. I have zero and I do mean zero pink. See a million? Buy some for press. That's it for pink in this house. That's it for pink in that house. I feel it. Oh yeah, we got another 1 bar pullback. There's nothing that's gonna happen. He is. So his birthday is tomorrow. I'm streaming. I'm about to end the stream. I'll call you in a couple of minutes. Okay, bye. His birthday is tomorrow, and so he's like typical 4-year-old. He just wants Paw Patrol stuff, and so I asked him, I was like, well, do you want me to go buy you something, or do you want me to take you to the store and you could pick out your own toy? He said, take me to the store and pick out my own toy. I said, all right. So that's what we're gonna do. He's having a party tomorrow, but I doubt I'm gonna be there. If I do show up, I'm just gonna come say hi so he can't say TT didn't come to my party, because anytime my niece or nephews see my mom or my sister or my grandma, it's always like, well, where's TT? You know? So I don't want to feel bad about like missing his party, but I also feel like he's 4, and if he holds that against me for the rest of his life, boy, bye kind of thing. But we'll see. But he's just growing up too fast. I forgot what it was. Oh, he was watching something on his iPad and he was cracking up. And so he was like, it's a big dinosaur. So I'm like, where's the big dinosaur? So he turns the iPad and he's like, keep looking. Keep looking. So I looked down. He said, hey, TT, keep looking. Keep looking. You see? Big dinosaur. I'm like, boy. But he's just so adorable. And him loves him, TT, and I loves him. But yeah, so I might spend a little bit of time with them this weekend, but not much, because it's all about my friend this weekend. That's it. That's all. All right. I'm going to take a screenshot of the accounts. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My big boy is turning 4. The oldest turned 7 last month. And Amora, the middle child, she turns 6 in July. All my babies are growing up. And then the very first kid I've ever like really babysat, I was 10 when he was born, so he's turning 25 in September, and he's graduating from college this month, and I feel old. All right, so this is the accounts, you guys. Just a break-even day, took 2 trades, a win and a loss. So we're going into next week being positive on the count. Like I said, I'm green for the week. And I had a $700 swing from Monday, starting off down 420. I think I went up like maybe 275 on Tuesday, 3 something on Wednesday, and then 120, I think, yesterday. So I'll take it. Not a bad week at all. I'm only down like $15 in drawdown going into next week. So this account, I believe I started it. My back is hurting so bad. I started it last Monday, so I still have like 2 weeks left to try to pass the count. So as long as we don't have like a super red day next week, I do believe I can pass it before the end of the cycle, which would be really nice. Because you guys know my goal is to just pass this last account, and then I'll feel really comfortable about trading my PAs, but we'll see. That's kind of also why I'm keeping it at 1 mini per trade, and not, trying to increase the size and things like that to get it done. I really just want to go 1 mini each trade and see if I can pass it within that month time span. Because if I do that, then I'll know that like I'm making progress on my strategy. Another way I know like that I've been making decent progress is like in TradeZella. I have each of my PAs hooked up separately, but then I also have an account called strategy testing. So whichever is like my leader account, when I did have multiple accounts, whatever the leader account was, I always just import it from there. And if I take a screenshot of the graph for you guys real quick, the net cumulative P&L, you can see like I reached a nice little peak down, but we're on the up and up. Okay. So this lets me know that I'm moving in the right direction. That's all that matters to me. And what I've done this entire time is like, even if I've been multiplying contracts, I always go in and manually edit it to make it to where it's just 1 contract per trade. Because if I take a loss on 1 contract, but then I take a win on 5 contracts, that's not going to give me the right P&L and let me know the progress that I'm making in fixing my strategy, if that makes sense. So as long as everything is 1 contract per trade, then I know that like when I'm seeing, the trends start to go back up from the peak down, I'm moving in the right direction. But yeah. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. You'll be leaking all weekend. Me too. Do I plan to trade minis on PAs? Absolutely. So my goal, Diego, is to, first of all, when I first start out in PAs, I will be trading just 1 mini. I'm not going to trade micros. But I actually have like a risk management chart. I don't think I've printed it in a while, but I use the Kelly criterion to determine what my risk will actually end up being, like what percentage of my drawdown am I going to risk. And I do that because number one, when I traded personal account for years, that's how I determined my risk per trade, was the Kelly criterion model. Because if you have a pretty decent strategy, you have decent edge, you know what your win percentage is, and you're not somebody who like consistently goes on tilt and things like that. Like for me, I've always had the psychological part of trading mastered because I don't like losing money. So what do I look like? I lost money because maybe my strategy wasn't great. Maybe the market, it just isn't good for my strategy. Now I'm just going to lose more money because I'm mad that I lost money initially. My brain doesn't work that way. So that's never been my problem. And so with the Kelly criterion model, you just enter like what your risk to reward is, and then what your win percentage is. And it gives you the optimal risk percentage of your available drawdown, or like if you were in a personal account, your account size, or you can even take into account your profit, and it tells you how much you should risk. That is the model that I'm going to be using. So if the Kelly criterion tells me based on my 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, it's actually like slightly negative when you put in commissions, and take that into the account. And then the win percentage, if it tells me that I'm supposed to be risking 10% of my available drawdown, that's what the hell I'm going to do, because why not? I think that has been the biggest reason why for me, my mindset was, if it takes me a year, 2 years to develop the strategy the way I want it to be, it's going to be worth it, because the time that I'm losing by doing this and not just like, hey, let's just gamble this out and just get some payouts, I will more than make up for that because I'm going to be consistent with the way that I trade. That's another reason why I trade so mechanically. You see me looking down at my cheat sheet, trying to make sure it's what I want it to be. I like mechanical trading. I don't like discretionary trading, because what if I'm emotional today? I'm going to make bad decisions because I'm emotional. You know what I mean? Sizing. Oh, wait a second. I'm going to give you, listen, I am full of tools. Kelly, there's a specific one. It's actually in a video that I put out not too long ago. Boom. So, you want to use this calculator right here. It says Forex, but you can use it for futures. And it has instructions on how to use it towards the bottom of the page. But yeah, that's how you determine what your risk should be. Because the reality is, like, so what I like to use, and you'll see when you read on the site, I like to use full Kelly for evals, but I'm not doing it right now because I'm still adjusting my strategy, and then half Kelly for PAs. Because for me, I understand not trading props the way that you would a personal account, right? Like, you should be risking more. Otherwise, why not go into a personal account? But I also don't believe that you should be gambling it the way that a lot of people do. I mean, but some people just feel like as long as I get out more than what I put in, who cares? But that doesn't work for my brain. Like, I want to be a good trader. You know what I mean? So yeah, that Kelly criterion will actually help you a lot with trying to figure out your sizing. And I also plan to eventually, so when I first start trading my PAs after I'm done with this TPT eval, I do plan to probably trade one account like at a time, just initially, just to like get to a payout. But then eventually, and it's not going to take long, after my first payout, that will make me feel like, all right, it took all of this time for me to figure out my strategy the way I want it to be. I passed my last eval that I had, and now I'm in PAs. I got my first payout. From there, I will be copy trading all accounts. I understand why people rotate accounts. I understand why people, trade one at a time, but I'm not going to be on the charts all day, right? I literally am done at 9:45 every single day without fail. And sometimes I think I might end up changing it to 9:30. So with me only having an hour in the market, I'm not coming back in the afternoon. I'm not trading London. I need to get my trades in that hour. So for me, if I have a strategy that has been proven to work and has edge, why wouldn't I be willing to risk all of my accounts at the same time? I think that some people fall into the trap of, having to trade all day because they have so many accounts, and they don't realize that, hey, maybe you should look at what time you're trading, because you did really well when the session started, but now it's 10 o'clock. Now it's 10:30, 11 o'clock. We're in lunch hour, and you're trying to figure out why you can't trade as well. Well, the market is dried up, right? So, and then you're not cycling your accounts the same way all the time. If you're going to do something like that, the same accounts that you trade the first 15, 30, 45 minutes to an hour of the market, those should be the same accounts at the same exact time every day. Because if you do well in a set of accounts because it's the beginning of the session, and then you start doing not so great around lunchtime, but then tomorrow you flip your groups, and now the lunchtime accounts are traded in the morning and the morning accounts are traded in the afternoon, you're never going to see the progress that you want to see. So for me, I know I'm always done in an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm willing to risk all of my accounts. Why not? Especially because I don't go on tilt. I want to be a good trader and consistent, make this my bread. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. For me, and this is just my brain because I'm kind of a perfectionist a little bit. But for me, if I have 200 PAs and I've withdrawn 100,000, I feel like a failure, because if I'm a good trader, I should be able to withdraw 100,000 without having to have 200 PAs. You get what I mean? But again, a lot of people see it as this is an opportunity. This is like a casino. You need it's people's mindset. And I get it. Long as you're net green, who cares? But for me and my brain, it don't work. Absolutely, Diego. You do. You do. I 100% agree. And see, that's just how I am in everyday life as well. And I've been trading for a long time. I first started trading in July or September of 2014. But I've always taken breaks. I do it really well. Then eventually I'm like doing too many things at one time. I've had multiple businesses. I'm traveling. I'm doing all these things. I was a nurse for a long time. And so when you have too much on your plate and you have to take something off, it's like, oh, trading will always be there. I'll come back to it later. But when I first got introduced to trading in 2014, I knew that eventually, once all the dust settled, trading was going to be my bread and butter. Trading full time was going to be how I live the rest of my life, because it only made sense. Everything I've always done in life has been in the process of serving others. And although I am a very nurturing, caring, and loving person, and I love serving others, there is nothing more important than serving yourself, right? And eventually you just get to the point where you're like, I need to do something for me, and I need to not be attached to other people. I am the person where I don't need interaction. I don't need any other human but myself. So it's like, it's just me and my computer, and, I can actually use my knowledge for something. Sometimes I feel like I'm bogged down in different industries that I've been in because I feel like I'm wasting my talents because I'm not able to use them. I love nursing, but I have so many talents outside of nursing that I feel like it puts me into a box and I can't use any of the talents that I actually have. And so my goal is just to trade full time, stream, and keep it moving with my life. It makes things so much easier. I don't have kids. I eventually want to have kids. It'll be a lot easier to spend time with my children if I don't have to work 12-hour shifts, Exactly, Diego. And that's been my biggest problem. I feel like, first of all, I'm very energy sensitive. So having to deal with patients or clients or customers, eventually it just drains me. And then it's just like, I'm happy because I'm helping people see results of whatever, I'm helping them with. But now I'm unhappy because I'm depressed because I've been, pulled in so many different ways. And now I have an empty cup, and you can't pour from an empty cup. So it's like with trading, it's perfect. I'm here for an hour. I get to enjoy time with you guys. Applejacks and Co. have made me create a Discord. So eventually I do want to grow the Discord because I do want to have a trading community that is nice to be around. It's an extension of what we have here. It's not catty. It's not a bunch of just disrespecting people because this person likes this company and these people don't. It makes my brain cells rot. But that's really all I want to do, because I'm just really over it. I'm over people. Oh yeah, tell Applejacks, because it's her fault. Y'all have been mentioning Discord for 8 months, and I'm like, no. Eventually. I forgot what she said one day. I'm like, you know what, lady? I've actually already been working on it. But I am happy that I'm making it, though, because like I said, I'm in different Discords, mainly official company Discords. I'm in the Top Step Discord. I'm in the Apex Discord. That doesn't count. Nothing's in there. Then I'm in Kage's Discord. I'm in Kellyanne's Discord. And it's neither one of those Discords are an extension of like the community I like. You know what I mean? So I rather create the community that we love to interact in and leave it at that, because Kage's Discord was cool until that 16-year-old kid was in there, and it just, I don't want to sit in here with a high school kid all day. You know what I mean? And I get it. I get why they keep them there, but it annoys me. So I don't want to be there. I'm 35. Why do I want to be around a 16-year-old all fucking day? I don't. So that's that. But eventually I am going to work on growing it. Right now, that's just not my priority. Because the other thing, like, and I've told you guys since the beginning, I don't care to be the biggest streamer on YouTube, right? I care about fostering the community that I want to see, the community that I want to be around. And that's what's most important to me. I don't care to have the biggest Discord channel either, like, because to me, the more exposure you have, the more viewers you have, the more people you have in Discords, the more you're going to attract trolls and people who just make you want to shut shit down. Like, I don't got to be here. I don't have to have a Discord. F all of this. I'm gone. That's just how I feel. A couple of them in that non-Apex Discord, annoying. Yeah. And you know, I've had somebody ask me, like, why don't you just block them or ignore them? I have people on ignore and people that are blocked in Kellyanne's Discord. And it's even more annoying because every other message you see 1 ignored message, 3 ignored messages. And it's like, that defeats the whole purpose of ignoring somebody. Why would I put somebody on ignore and you tell me that they're messaging? So yeah, pretty annoying. But yeah, you guys, that's it for me. I have a lot I have to do because my friend will be here in like 9 hours, and I have a lot I have to do, including cooking. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm not even really going to journal today unless I have time when I'm done with everything that I have to do. But I thank you guys for the commentary today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Tuesday morning at 8:45 Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe this weekend. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Bye. Bye, Amelia. See you guys. Bye, Diego. I hope you come back. Have a great weekend. Bye, you guys.